Hey, what's up, y'all? Guess I'm gonna get back on this Sunbird here a little bit. I got a new valve in, head gasket. All I gotta do is prep this head here to put the valve in. And in order to do that, we gotta lap the valve, which this will be a first for me. And I'm gonna do it the I guess unorthodox way that I've learned or seen. And I'm gonna use a drill. And, since I'm only doing that one valve, so anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this combustion chamber a little bit, probably with a wire wheel or something, a little bit lightly around there, and then I'll come back and get ready to lap this and the new valve, which it seemed to match the other one. There's the old one. Here's a new one I got through Rock Auto. Can be the same size and whatnot. And lapping the valve will kind of match it to the wear in the seat there, I guess, also. That way everything seals decent. So yeah, this one's only bent just enough to not close or seal up all the way. So hopefully this fixes that. And hopefully after this it's a runner. I also got to order a fuel pressure regulator yet, but I'm not in a hurry to do that because I got to put all this back together. And that'll take a little time, so it'll buy me some time to order it. Should have been smart and just ordered it already, but I've never been accused of being smart. So let's get to cleaning up this head. Alright, so I masked off a bunch of other areas so I don't get a bunch of debris on everything. Keep it clean up to a minimum, this valve area. I don't want that gritty stuff getting on anything else, even though I gotta clean that whole surface and everything anyhow, but I figured I'd save myself some work. Wipe down the new valve with some brake clean. I don't know if that mattered or not. It had some kind of lubricant, coated in something to keep it from rusting. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I've seen this done. Yes, there's a little hand tool you can use to do this, but that just seems not that efficient. And I've seen this method work. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm also not being that picky because it's not something that's worth a ton. It's not something I really care about. I mean, granted, I still might do it on something I care about, but this is how I'm doing it, so load in there. Yeah, so what you want to do is, and really this don't look, it looks pretty clean there, but I'm gonna hit it anyway just so hopefully everything matches. I probably won't grind it real long since it looks that good, but apparently you're supposed to do this when you put in a new valve. Let me just test fit this here. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Well, I guess I just put it in there. What do I do with it? Just had the valve grinding compound. Literally just opened it. There's the empty pack. See a purple tube anything laying around? Alright, so when I find that, I'll come back. Oh, guess where it was? It was in my pocket the whole time. So, this drill set, I'm not sure what speed I should have it on. Let's see here. Well, we'll just put it on the lowest setting. Still seems pretty fast there. If I need to turn it up, I will. So you put a couple dabs of this stuff on here. I need to put a hole in here. Oh. Yum. It's some gritty stuff. So, oh yeah, she's definitely gritty. Put a couple dabs on your valve here. Not too much. Could be too much already, because I don't think this is that rough. So I won't grind it real long. Now I gotta push this back in here. Try to get the drill on it. Okay, that's locked. What you want to do, you don't want to put a lot of pressure on it, just kind of let it do its thing. I'm not going to do it a whole lot. Oh, this could be wrong. I don't know. Oh, wait. Switch direction, too. I'm not going real fast. Now this ain't a how-to necessarily, so don't take what I say with a grain of salt. This may not turn out, who knows? this off here. See if I can get this off here and I'll come back. Yeah, I think it's better this time. Alright, there it is. Looks pretty even, I guess. Guess that's how it's supposed to look. Valve kind of matches it there. Doesn't look like it's too, you know, glued in or anything. Guess that's how it's supposed to be. Maybe I'm wrong. Can't remember what the videos I watched showed, but I'm gonna say it's fine because, well, that's just what the stuff does. I'm no expert. I'm a hack in my backyard garage. So, clean this up, get this prepped to put that back in. Be back then. Alright, so now, got everything cleaned up. Put the valve in. And then, putting this back together with a different spring compressor. There's videos on how to use this one. I'm not doing the how-to. Hopefully I got this compressed enough. Always wear your safety goggles on doing stuff like this. I crank this some more, just so I can get them keepers started. I may actually have to tilt this back some, so they'll sit in there. Got the keepers right here. As you can see, I don't know. I should have did this in selfie mode, I guess. Oh well, this is how we're doing it. Try to get them in place here with these pliers. Proved to be tricky, I think. Ah, nice. Let's get them all dirty, all that good stuff. Can I get it with just my finger? I don't guess these gotta go any particular way as far as how they're clocked. Got one in there. Come on. What's it doing? Turning on me? Well, that's in there, I think. See if it'll seat when I go to take it off. Working? Hope so. This might hurt. Well, let me get something a little extra padded for protection in case. I know. I'm being a wuss. Hey, I never worked one of these before. Oh, well, I guess it worked. Now, can I get the toe off? There it is. Alright. Well, it's back in there. Few valves in. Lapped in. Now I just gotta clean up the rest of it and put it back on the car. I don't know if this will be its own video or not. I had to see how much footage I got. I may just combine it with when I put this back on. I don't know. But for now, that's all. Hey y'all, welcome. Average Joe's Garage. So, got this thing in here. About ready to put it back together again. Where I left off, I put the new valve and everything in there the other day. I'm gonna finish cleaning off the surface side of this, the underside, whatever you want to call it, surface. Same with here, clean up all this and run the intake runner there, or china walls, whatever you want to call them. Basically, I gotta clean up all the surfaces. And then we'll put the head on, head and head gasket. I got to clean up the bolts yet for it. Some of those little things I just do off camera. It's faster. Mic'd up. I'm assuming it works. We'll see how many times it fails me today. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm gonna get started on this and probably see you in time lapse. Alright, so I cleaned up the surface of the head. Scuff wheels seemed kind of much at first, but then I just decided to use it, go over it lightly and fast. I'll hold on. Make y'all have a meltdown here in the comments section. Probably not. Y'all don't comment on anything. Except nonsense. So let's see how flat this is. It's my straight edge. You know, this is probably not the right way to do it, but we're not made of money here. I don't know, for me. Probably wrong, but I don't care. I've never done that to any heads that I've messed with. And for the most part, they all seem to work fine. I can't get that in there. I'm just going to assume it's good. That's about as clean as I can get it. I wiped everything out, sucked it out of the shop vac, which I forgot to push record, so you didn't see it. Try to cover everything here. Ran the head bolts over a wire wheel and the bench grinder over there. So I guess we'll go ahead directly here and get started on putting this together. Here's your Felpro head gasket from Rock Auto. I just got one because we ain't fooling with the back one. Should have put some sealing on the bolts when you put head bolts in. Also, I found I tried Googling. I don't know, do you guys have this problem? This is like a new internet thing, Google thing, where you can't find what you're looking for when you Google it. Like, it seemed like back in the day you do that and it would take you right to what you were looking for. Simple answer right there. Said you gotta dig and try to find. All you get is a bunch of complicated nonsense or things not related. Then you go in some of these groups you're a part of on social media and whatnot, try to ask for advice, and you got the smart asses on there that say, "Oh, don't be lazy, do your research, blah, 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 blah." What they don't realize is you done did. And you ain't got time to dick around trying to find this shit sometimes. So I had to revert back to the old way. Luckily, I grab old manuals when I can. I kind of got a stash of them. And luckily, this one covers this year car and engine. So there's the bolt torque sequence. You know, it says everything I said to do right there. Lead sealant. Push torque to 45 Nm, which I don't know much about. Basically 33 foot-pounds, and then additional quarter turn, 90 degrees there for torque to yield. And I don't know if that's just a late model thing or if that's just a aluminum head thing. I've done it once on a LS head before. This is the manual I'm using. So shout out to old Chilton's there. It's always good to go a little old school on things. Some of these old... The only time I'm reading books, by the way. And it has pictures, so there's that. So yeah, where I'm at here, I'm just kind of rambling. You didn't know it, but I did leave. I went to get it recommends a 12-inch torque wrench. This is about that, maybe a little bit longer. I went to a Harbor Freight and picked up, picked up a 3/8 torque wrench. So I can do that. I could have probably used my bigger one, which I've done in the past with certain things, but I figured I'd go by the book at least. Plus, it gave me a reason to go buy another tool. You know, that's always good. I have this one here that I got at a yard sale or something a while back. And it does inch pounds and other weird things. And I tried to do the conversion of what it would be in inch pounds. But the adjustments don't make sense to me. Like, it's like really tight tolerances there. I'm just too stupid to know how to do this. I know how to work a regular torque wrench, but apparently 33 foot-pounds would be 396 inch pounds. But I don't know how to put it, adjust it to that on this. It goes from 360 to 480. So instead of sitting there giving myself a headache, I just went and got another normal one. I don't even know if I'll keep this. It'll probably end up in another yard sale. Honestly, I've never used it once. I don't even think it's been used for anything because I'm pretty sure it was still in the packaging when I bought it. So, okay, back on track here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this out. Get ready to put the head on. Head sealing on the bolts, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna take my time here off camera for a sec. Get my head in the game and come back to it. Alright. So you're probably wondering why we're actually working in the garage for once. I actually meant to start doing this yesterday, and it was supposed to be raining the whole time. Not only did I not get this started, but it didn't rain the whole time either. And I ended up actually doing an oil change in my brother's truck yesterday evening, and I worked yesterday till 1 o'clock. And of course, you know, I was tired, so I had a little downtime and had to do some other things. So I didn't get started till today, which is Sunday. So that's why we're in the garage. And usually a Feld Pro gasket usually has a this side up, which I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to assume that's this side, right? This is seriously the first time I've seen it. Even says on the directions in that manual right there. Well, we're just gonna assume. Pretty sure it's that side up. So, hold on. All right, I'm back. I wasn't mic'd up there. So, I said we're gonna assume this is the top side. I did take the dowels out of the head because for some reason they were still in the head. Hopefully they're in there good enough. Best I can get them in there. Cleaned out the holes and everything. I'm sure everything will seat just fine once you torque it down. So about as clean as I'm getting that head lock surface apparently. I wiped everything down, all that. I've been through this, so go ahead, set him in place there. Yeah, so oh, come here. Get the head. Why is he stuck? Why are you stuck? There you go. One thing about aluminum heads, they're light. I like that. Can't tell what you on there. Son of a. Now see, why is it? I'm having a hell of a time now. What the hell? See, this one dowel don't want to be in there good. Get in your hole. Alright, so looks like it's on there. Sitting. So now long bolts up here, short bolts down here. And no, I did not keep track of where they came out of. I'm sure they'll be just fine where I put them. You know how many times I've either done or I've seen other people actually do heads, replace something or whatever it might be, without even doing that, and the engine ran just fine for a long time. I think some things people are just too anal about. And they don't look stretched out or anything like that. So I'm thinking it'll be just fine. It's not like it's a ton of horsepower. But you can still go ahead and have a meltdown in the comments if you'd like. I ain't no professional. I don't claim to know anything. I just know I like wasting my money on junk. So, look, I'm already getting ahead of myself. Get the sealant here, there's where I put it. Thread sealant, about 10 years old. I don't know if it's that old, but it's getting there. I don't know how much I need to put on here, but I'll just put that on. Yeah. Probably putting too much, really. I'll just put it on all the threads. So I'm going to do this. Line them down finger tight, or close as I can. Probably still had to run them down more with something. But anyway, I'm gonna do all of them like that. I'm gonna time lapse the rest because you don't want to watch me do that. Okay, as you probably saw there, I was messing around with the bolts here. I had a little bit of confusion. Tried to run them down with your fingers or just a ratchet. They kind of stopped, and I wasn't sure if I had them in the right spot or not because these are shorter, those are longer. And I thought it was stopping too early. Then I switched them around and tried it, and some of that happened off camera, but definitely got to have them where I have them. So, and I also ran them down a little bit with an impact, but I didn't ooga dooga. I just kind of ran them down till it pretty much stopped. Torque them down to 33 each, and then go a quarter on the second round. So here goes nothing. So you gotta go from the center out like on most heads. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how I'm gonna do it. All right, take two. I'm gonna torque these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's torque sequence. Kind of screwed up there on the last take. Had to start over. So hopefully the thread sealant still works as many times I've taken some of these in and out. Because I didn't bother putting more on. Took that one way out. Yeah, and I'm no professional. So this will be screw ups. Oh man, 33 foot-pounds is a lot more than I thought it was. Holy shit. That's where it's set. Yeah, so I ended up having to switch from the 3/8 torque wrench back to my 1/2 inch drive. That one wasn't working right. I still don't know what's up with it. I had to mess with it, but it wasn't working. It was making things way too tight, and I had it set properly. So, as you'll see here soon, I switched to the better one. I don't know. Let's see what this does. See, that makes sense to me. There might be something wrong with that other torque wrench right out of the box. I don't know. Come on. Okay, we're still set. Amateur hour around here. What was that? Hold up. Something's weird here. That kind of scared me. I swear. What I think happened just happened. I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, maybe not. Amateur hour here, folks. Don't judge me. Maybe it just slipped there for a second and I thought the thread screwed up. Not saying it still couldn't have. Okay, maybe not. Alright, now I want to hit each second sequence at a quarter turn, 90 degrees. You can probably use a breaker bar for this too. And that should be all. I don't realize how many takes that just took. Alright, I went ahead off camera and got all the rockers and push rods in place where they need to be. Intakes are shorter. The exhaust is longer. And again, some of these block your putting on your gasket here. So they have to come out anyway. So I'll go ahead and run these down. Again, I'm not going to truly tighten these with this thing. I'm just using this to make it a little faster. I think I only did 3 of these. Or 4, whatever, I don't know. Yeah, because I don't think I had to touch any of them. So I'm going to run these ones down till it stops. It's a 1/2 inch, ain't it? Yeah. I'm gonna run it down that far anyway. Back these off a little bit, just so I can turn them. And then after I do that to all of them, I gotta go around and torque each one to 23 to 25 foot-pounds, like I did before when I had this thing apart. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to these. Probably do that in time lapse. So let's roll with it. Alright, so now I go over them all, hit them with 25 pounds. I backed them off a little bit there when I ran them down. I didn't have to, I'm not sure, but I can tighten it from here. Alright, well, that's all together there. Head on, rockers, push rods, everything torqued. Don't know what else I'll film here. We'll just catch you up later because the rest of it's just boring stuff. Put the exhaust manifold, power steering, all that, intake, belt down there and everything. So a bunch of boring stuff. Radiator hoses, all that junk. So I may catch you up after I get a bunch of that done. Also helps keep the video short. Whatever it is I need to do to improve my content performance here, y'all should let me know if you got any ideas. I mean, I feel like you don't care. Again, I know this ain't the most exciting thing to work on, but I don't have access to all the coolest old cars and stuff yet. Sometimes come across deals, but here lately this was an unplanned one. That was definitely an unplanned one. And the planned ones are on the back burner. It's crazy. I did that one just to get the channel up and going early on. Started that one. I didn't think it'd still be sitting here in my way. Though we will be getting back on that here directly. But I gotta get this back together. Hopefully fixed enough to not think about it for a while and move on to some other things. So yeah, I gotta go do some other things here today, so I'll be back when I continue to work on this thing, probably later this week. See you then. Hey guys, what's up? I don't exactly remember where I left off on this thing. So I'm getting ready to put the intake on. I already cleaned up the surfaces again. And put the new coolant connector thing on there. The old plastic one, or the old one had the plastic part broke on it. Or it broke as I was taking it back off. But put that on there off camera. So I guess I'll film me putting the intake back on. It's gonna be kind of fun trying to get that to slip on there as I'm putting it on. So should be interesting. See if I got enough silicone in the tube there to put on the China walls. I got more just in case. But yeah, I'll put that on there and then button up a bunch of this other stuff. Probably put the valve covers on after the intake. Whatever else, just things y'all probably don't care to see. So yeah, this has become a bigger series than I expected it to. Hopefully it works out. If not, I'll sell it or something, or junk it. I don't know. I hate to do that, but I don't know what I'll do with it. So anyway, hopefully it works out. I'm gonna put this on here, and yeah, I'll set you up while I do that. Oh, nice. The thing busted. Alright, I got the new one out. Cut it open a little bigger. You need a lot of this stuff on here anyway. If not, you'll have a leak here, just like on the small blocks. Oop. Already starting to set up some. Alright, try to put this thing on here. Should be fun. How am I supposed to do this? Stupid. Pontiac will be set up before I get this on there. Oh, I think I got it. If that one tube's in the right place there. Oh shoot. It did come out. Let's see if I can get this on there. Oh, now it went. Guess it's on there. Why is it moving on me? I don't know, maybe I can just get it in place and crank it down. Is it the gaskets? I don't freaking know. It might be fine. Hold up. Really? Is that what? That's what was holding it up. There's a wire stuck under there. I knew there was something stuck under there. Damn it. I'll be back. I'm going to redo that. Alright, it's on there. All I did is undo the bolts real quick and lift it up enough to pull that wire out. It was this here. I should probably snip those and crimp them back a little bit. Cut out those flat areas. That goes to, oh, that's the, damn it, that's the new plug for the temp sensor. Oh well, I have 2 splices in it now. 4, I should say. I'll get that then. Alright, so that's on there. Can't do the intake any further because I ain't got that regulator yet. I'm assuming it's bad because that vacuum line that goes there when I took it off had gas in it. Last I checked, the vacuum line don't have fluid in it. So I think that diaphragm and that's bad. And that's why I was getting so much gas. I think. So anyway, I'll probably put these valve covers and some other things on here off camera and come back when I decide what I'm doing next as far as progress here. I'll update you on what's going on. So, see you then. Alright guys, sitting back outside. Lighting's better out here. I worked on this thing here for a while. Valve covers on, power steering pumps in place. Still got belts and alternators and stuff over there. I'm putting valve covers on. This here, well, that bolt you can't tighten no more because, let me show you. Because aluminum head problems. The boss that hangs off the edge of the head there, that started for the hole, it broke off. Now that could be partly my problem for using, or my fault for using the you know, cordless impact ratchet there, but it wasn't really that, didn't seem like that much torque. So I gotta rig that up now, providing this thing runs alright. And then while I was messing with that stuff, I started messing with this connection again. Coolant line thing I put on before I put the intake on. And having a bitch of a time getting it to, the hose to click in it and lock in there. Well, I kept messing with it and the damn plastic clip part inside broke. So I'll go see if it'll work something out with me and I get another one. Hopefully that one don't break and I figure it out. I mean, I've messed with this thing before. That hose should snap right in there and stay. It snaps, but it doesn't stay. It seems like it would push out as soon as there's pressure on it. Unless that's how it works. As soon as there's pressure, it tightens. I don't know, but yeah, I'm kind of frustrated and at a loss this evening. This thing is getting to be more trouble than it's worth. I mean, if everything I just did here, and I'm still finishing up, doesn't fix this engine, that might be it for this thing, because I'm putting too much time and money into it when I could be putting it into better things, like my truck back there. I gotta get on this thing, which is still planned. I was just trying to get this thing out of the way, a little more squared away before I got on any of that stuff. But yes, I'm keeping it real here. This is frustrating stuff like the rest of y'all viewers out there deal with, instead of all this glorified stuff other channels show you. Yeah, it's a good thing I wasn't filming because it wasn't too family friendly and I wasn't going to edit that much. This thing had me livid. Yeah, like I didn't notice. Well, I noticed this was up here a little bit and I thought something else was holding it. And then as soon as I started taking it apart, well, I noticed the bolt was real loose. Yeah, so I knew something was wrong. So I figured out what I might do after it's all together. Try something here. Take like a piece of metal strap or something and run up to like that bolt on the upper intake part just to keep pressure against that gasket right there. I mean, who knows, it might not even leak there. It's not like it's the lower side. I'm just glad none of the other ones did that. Kind of sucks though, man. But anyway, I'm done rambling. Next scene will be wherever I continue on here. Guessing this will all be one video because we ain't got nowhere, so can't end on that note. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, not sure exactly where I left off. I think I was waiting on this to come. So I can go ahead and put the rest of the plenum on and throttle body and all that. And anything else I need to put on here. I think that hose is on there. Yeah, I don't think I took that hose. These big hoses off the radiator for anything. Anyway, so that being said, my rock auto order came in, and I got the new pressure regulator. I'm gonna attempt to change that out. Hopefully it ain't too bad. And then once that's in, I'll probably put everything else back together, mostly off camera, because you've seen me do it before. I don't really want to bore you off the same stuff over and over, because you probably get the gist. We're gonna do this while I got a break in the weather. It's been weird today. Rain, not rain, sun, not sun. Anyhow, but it's Memorial Day. So, thanks to all those who risked it all for us all to live free and safe like we do. And so dummies like me can work on junk like this or anything else. We got the freedom to do so. So thanks to you all out there, and yeah, so I'll get to it here. Alright, I did get that in there. Thing back together. Hopefully I got them all plugged in right. Yeah, so I'm gonna get the rest of this back on here and come back when it's time to I guess when it's time to start cranking this thing over. And what I mean by that is I think I'm gonna do a compression test just on that cylinder once everything's back together far enough to do so. Then all I had to do after that is put the plugs in it and the wires on them. Still gotta fix this that I smashed there, putting the intake on. I know it's gonna take me a while to wrestle with the throttle body stuff and that DGR junk, getting it on there. And the lines and the coolant lines go through the damn throttle body. I don't know why they do stuff the way they do. Lost sound here, so we're going to move ahead because there's really not much here to explain, or at least that I can remember. Alright, another day here. She got off work earlier today, had some time to throw this thing back together mostly. Still got to put the air box back on, cooling fan, put coolant in it, put the plugs and wires, well, plugs and wires on it. Left them out because I got to do a compression test. I think I got everything else pretty much back together. So I got a battery in it. I'm just going to try to turn it over first without the compression tester just to see if anything weird happens. All right, I didn't hear no metal to metal contact or anything, unless it just isn't noticeable. But the reason I bring that up is because one of y'all in the comments on one of my videos said about, I think it was the one where I discovered what was wrong here, said about something about a connecting rod bearing missing. It can make the piston go up higher. Well, I had the pan off when I had this engine out. I didn't find no connecting rod bearing, and I haven't had no knocks, so I don't know if that's really happening or not. So hopefully that's good. I'm gonna get the compression tester, hook it up to that number 2 cylinder there, and we'll see what it has now. Alright, I got the throttle zip tied open as far as I can make it go. This is at 0. Let's see what happens. Oh, that time it's a lot better. Got 180. Alright, try it again here. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. Battery charged up more, probably get a better reading because before they were up 200, 210, but I mean, that one's only down by a little. Maybe it'll pick up. Could do a wet test, but it might be alright. I think I'm just gonna go with it where it is. Still better than what it was, so I think over time that'll pick up maybe. So it might stop working because if the rain can't make up its mind whether it wants to stay or go. Got some other things to do too, so. But I got some of the rest of this stuff put back on here. Plugs, wires on, cooling fan, cooling in it. Radiator hose hooked back up, and all that good stuff. And then I guess we'll try to start her again. So we'll be back when it's time to do that. Alright guys, new day, early evening. Get a little gumption here after work to work on this thing more. Here's the, I can't remember if I showed you in the past or not, but here's the plugs I got for it. They're Champions What's the part number? RS15OSE. Cheapest ones I think that Rock Auto had when I ordered them. Probably the first time I'm putting Champions in a car. You just put them in lawnmowers and stuff, but cheap. And I'm, wasn't sure what the outcome of this is going to be. I still ain't. As far as success on this car, so trying to keep it cheap as possible. So I done gapped them to 45 thousandths. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in, and then go right in to button some other stuff up here. I got to put this line back on the AC there, and tighten some things down. Radiator, hose, fan, just things I gotta button up before we can try starting this thing. So I'll probably just do that in time lapse. Some of it might not get filmed, I'm not sure. Depends on how quick each thing goes. So that's what I'm gonna do. Well guys, I don't know how well you can hear me. I don't use that stupid mic thing anymore. I got a solution on the way, hopefully. We'll go ahead and put this gallon of coolant in here. And I think everything's on there. From what I can tell, we'll give her a shot and see what happens. Also gotta hook up the battery again. Alright, well, I guess now's the moment of truth again. It'll either do one of three things. It'll either run good, it'll either run like shit, or it'll self-destruct or something. I guess let's just see what happens. Cross your fingers. I forgot to do something. The fuel pump fuse. Alright, maybe the battery's drained. Let me take care of this and we'll be back. Alright, take two. We'll try to get the fuel pump primed and then the fuel system. Then I'll put it on engine start and see what happens. Yeah, there's something else going on here. I'll have to check it out. Alright, we'll try it again. It might help to tighten up the ground on the battery. I don't know if that was it or not. We'll see. I'll put it on charger for a little bit, see what happens. I at least had power back to the car this time. Alright, I'm gonna try this again. Didn't find nothing substantial, anything to worry about. I looked at the starter wires, nothing shorted. So I don't know what's up. I don't know if the battery was too low or what. See if we get anything now. Something. I don't know if it was starting to make a little noise there or not. But I think I'm going to have to address that valve cover situation. Yeah, so think about what I'm gonna do here. Check some things and make sure all's good. May start a couple more times off camera, I'm not sure. So make sure everything's good before I go trying to drive the thing around here. So I'll be back. Alright, well, oil looks good and all that. I put another most of a gallon of recycled coolant in it. Washer line here. Guess we'll try to take her for a spin. Figure out a way to mount this phone or something. And we'll get her done. Well, let's see what happens here. You can hear and see me, so you probably see better mostly. Let's see what happens here. Clutch pedal's still kind of soft. further than we did before. Yeah, I made it second. I think I fixed all the major problems. Almost 80 pounds of oil pressure. Hang on, Bear. Not a lot of room in here. I think we fixed her. Still got some things to button up and to take care of. I'll take care of that valve cover too. I'm gonna shut her down now. Yeah, we fixed that problem. She's a runner, but I gotta, I don't know if that's leaking or if that's just stuff burning off. But I do need to figure something out with that. That sucks that even happened. Dumb things like that tick me off. But I'm happy this thing runs now. And I think I'm only hearing an extra tappy sound because that's loose right there. It's got plenty of oil pressure. So far it hasn't gotten any louder, so I guess I'm calling this one a success for now. I don't know what else to be done on this car. Some of those stuff to put back on here I'll probably just do off camera, I don't know. So, I gotta get into some other projects here. I'm sure you're tired of seeing this thing. I'm gonna hang out, let that cool off, and enjoy the rest of my evening. So, that being said, in the big picture, I'm calling this a success. I gotta fix that valve cover thing though. Stupidest crap ever, but anyway. We'll take care of that. I might make a video on doing that, I'm not sure. Might be a waste of time. I'd hate to have to get a whole new head over that. That's stupid. Or I'll have to finagle some other way to keep that tight. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell me how dumb I am. Or whatever. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see more on this car. Getting down to the fun stuff now. Now that I got the engine straightened up. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you like that little stupid test drive around my yard. Eventually I'll take it out on the road when some other things taken care of there, but well, I'll probably make another couple videos on that. I just gotta figure out some things and get some parts. But yeah, being that it runs kind of makes it worth it now. I may look over receipts and stuff and see how much I've just got into this thing, just out of curiosity. So it might be a video or something on that. I don't know. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, all y'all, and any new viewers. So see you in the next one.